slots with 4x4 plates. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Emily, and if you're anything like me, you might have struggled in the past with displaying your minifigures in a way that keeps them safe and dust-free, but without going broke over this, because there's so many different minifig display options out there that cost hundreds of dollars, and I can't afford that for all of my minifigures. I know you probably don't want to spend that much either. Minifigs can be very expensive, so I want to make sure that I'm taking care of mine, even though I definitely haven't been great about it in the past. For example, I have a lot of minifigs just chilling in this bucket. Not good, not good. And there's so many different versions of minifigure displays that I've seen. For example, they have the official LEGO version here, and this goes for about $30 US. I buy all of mine at the Container Store. It's kind of nice because you can fit 16 minifigures, and there's 16 slots with 4x4 plates. You could probably place more than one in each if you're smart about it, but that's not really a good display option. But I will say something really nice about these is that you can stack them, and we actually have a bunch of them kind of stacked up above my Billy bookcases, which looks pretty nice, but when there's a color difference, I'd rather have it be just one color. So although I do really like this display case, I have 8 of them. It's $30 a pop, so it does add up very quickly. Plus, I just want to give the minifigs the home they deserve. And I can't take credit for this idea. I actually was talking to one of my friends on Instagram, Cinderbrick, and you should definitely check out his page. I'll show you some of what he's doing here. And for each of the new CMFs, as well as the character packs from Mario, he had these super detailed displays. He even has custom backdrops that you can find on his website, which is linked down below, and you can download those as PDFs for free. Which is why I wanted to make this video today to show you how to upgrade your minifigure display from this to this for less than $15. Alright, so here's everything that you'll need for this project. I had all of it already except for the container as well as that photo paper. The container is from the Container Store, so definitely check out the links down below to see everything that you'll need to complete this. It comes apart pretty easily, so it's the top plastic part, and then the bottom is kind of modular with tape holding it all together. I took off the tape off camera just because it was really sticky, but essentially all of these different pieces are used, and they are modular, which is so nice, so you can kind of mix up how you do want to display this. So if you are into other collectibles, it would probably work really well for those as well. And then you just kind of stack them, making a stair step kind of effect, and that just looks really nice for minifigures, so I decided to go with that. But then for the fun part, if you've been watching the channel at all ever, you'll know how much I love Scooby Doo, which is why, of course, for my first time ever trying this, I had to do it as a Scooby Doo display. And luckily, my friend on Instagram already did the heavy work for me with the sizing, so you can find the correct templates down in the description below. Getting the sizing right for the paper cutouts is definitely tedious, so please check those out. It'll save you a lot of time. But anyways, moving on now, we are taping these paper cutouts to the different module blocks, and I'm using double-sided tape for this and just lightly pressing down to make sure that the paper adheres to these blocks. I tried to cut as straight as possible, but you can see a little bit of black peeping through. I think it's okay, it doesn't really ruin anything. But anyways, now we're trying to actually figure out how to display our minifigs on here. So for this, I'm using my double-sided tape again, and I used 2 strips of the tape just to make sure that it's fully covered, because the next step here is taking these minifig displays and placing them down. Really, you're just taping them to the display so that, then you can place minifigs on top of them. I used these bricks here to pink, white, and then pink on the other side, just to keep them together so that the spacing's correct, because if you just place them down, it might be a little bit crooked. But then the next step is probably the best part, and also kind of just the most satisfying, I think, is taking your minifigs out of their current display solution and then putting them into the new one. But then for the final part of this, and probably the most important, is the full backdrop. And again, the sizing is already done for you, so it fits perfectly into this container. So really all that's left at this point is taking 4 pieces of the double-sided tape, sticking it to the back of that sheet, and then just sliding it in and pressing down lightly just to make sure that it will stick to the back, and then you're pretty much set. All you need to do is put that plastic container down on top of it, and there you have your minifig display. And then here we have it for the final product. All of my LEGO Scooby Doo minifigures are on display. I love how the background turned out. I guess I should have maybe planned it better with an orange flower to the left there, but it's all good. And it's something a little unfortunate that you should definitely keep in mind when working on this is that if you put too many minifigures in here, you won't be able to see the colors from the different layers too well, so just keep that in mind. And honestly, I just can't believe how easy this is to do. It takes maybe 20 minutes total, and most of it honestly was just deciding where to place each of my different Scooby minifigures. And as far as price goes, if you have absolutely nothing that you need to make this happen, such as like scissors, glossy paper, double-sided tape, then it might be closer to $30. But overall, if you have all of these things already, it makes it so easy, especially since this display case here is only about $15 at the Container Store. And of course, you don't actually have to do any arts and crafts to make your minifigures look good in here. Really, like the box on itself looks great. But if you do want to elevate your display with the glossy paper, I do have links down in the description. You can download these for free. And if you do have a basic understanding of Photoshop or any sort of photo editing, it is very easy to take his templates and make it into your own thing, thus the Scooby, but he does have some Mario ones as well. I still firmly believe that this looks so much better than what this looked like, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. Anyways, thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.